Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Life Pieces by Milly Marion. We are glad that you are able to join us for this episode. We continue with season 2 where we're talking about relying on God's promises. And a special shout out to our very own King Lex TV for airing this show and Lex Entertainment for producing it. Stay blessed. There are times that you pray for something, it becomes an answered prayer. But soon afterward, a few weeks later, a few days later, or even a few years later, it turns out to be a prayer item. So in this episode, we ask the question, what do you do when an answered prayer becomes a prayer item? There is something that you yearn for, and you're so relieved when God opened doors for you to be able to get that particular thing. But when it becomes the reason for you, lack of peace, for lack of certain things in your life, what happens? The Bible tells us in Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 that God has good plans for our lives. He says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope." And when God was answering this particular prayer, it could be a job, it could be a business opportunity, it could be, a marriage partner, it could be a business, it could be even a child or your sibling, it could be anything. I might not know what you're going through right now, but all you feel like, it was once an answer prayer and then now it's a prayer item. Most common, things that it's easy to relate with, it's our job. And every single time and again, we keep reminding ourselves, by the way, this is a job that I prayed for. It might be hard right now, it might not be working out, it might be causing me a toil in terms of everything. I'm giving every ounce of strength, but then things are still not working out. The Lord still has good plans for you. Whatever issue that you're going through, I want you to know that it's not the end. God knows everything from the end to the beginning. He knew that this particular situation will come. He knew that you'll be faced with this difficult decision that you need to make, until you sit back and you start questioning God. God, did you really answer my prayer? Was this the thing that I really wanted, or did I move in too fast? Did I not wait to hear on you? Today I want to encourage you, and I want to encourage you from the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms chapter 84 verse 11. So the Amplified Version says, "For the Lord God is a sun and a shield. The Lord bestows grace and favor and honor. No good thing will he withhold for those who walk uprightly." Irrespective of the kind of situation that you're in right now, one thing that the Lord wants you to do is to continue walking upright, is for you to continue remaining blameless and righteous before His sight. And the Lord, He's a good Father. And He will never, ever, and He's very true to His word. He will never, ever make you or withhold something that is good for you. We keep saying here, there is no test without a testimony. And if God is making you go through something, remember, it is meant to strengthen you. It is meant to bring out your faith. It is meant to bring glory and honor to Him. As a medic, one of the myths or facts, depend on how you look at it, is a broken bone. People say that a broken bone is once considered the strongest bone in the body. But then, there's some truth to it, because as the broken bone continues to heal, it forms something we call colors, and the colors make it super strong. And so during that process of healing, it becomes the strongest bone in the body, as much as it was the same one which was fractured or injured. That simply means right now you might be in a situation that looks broken, that looks like it can't be fixed, that looks like, there's no way out of this. But God is telling you, I will restore, I will replenish, I will revive it. He's the only one who can be able to make dry bones live. And so, parting short, bring it to the Lord in prayer as usual. Let the Lord be able to minister to you. Let the Lord be able to encourage you. And He says, as we've read in Psalm 84:11, He bestows grace and favor and honor. And I pray in whichever situation that you're in right now, may our God change your story and bestow honor, bestow grace to be able to go through this season and be gracious to you each and every single time. And we will be able to come back with a testimony that, you know what, my answered prayer that turned into a prayer item is back to my answered prayer. Until next time, I'm your host, Mildred. Stay blessed.